Hey everyone, welcome to another WordPress Wednesday. My name is Corey Ashton and I'm going to walk you through today the Visual Composer for WordPress websites. It's an extra plugin that you can purchase and install on your website that gives you a lot of crazy cool functionality within just a few simple clicks. Very, very exciting stuff. But before we dive in, I want to say thank you to all of our partners. Thanks so much to WP Engine and their awesome hosting, exclusive for WordPress websites. If you're looking for something fast and a great support, you want to check those guys out. WP Elevation, if you are a WordPress entrepreneur out there that's either a freelancer or a contractor or a company owner, you've got to check them out and their awesome tracks that they have you walk through and learn really cool, effective ways to gain new clients even. Very, very cool resource. And of course, WP 101. They do WordPress videos and tutorials even better than we do. We love those guys. They have a lot of free, awesome opportunities for you to watch, and then they also have some paid versions which are extremely valuable as well. So check them out. Let them know that Webtegrity and Corey Ashton sent you their way. I'd really appreciate it. Let's dive in. All right, so I'm going to walk you through. Let's zip me down here. This is the plugin I want to walk you through today. It is over on Code Canyon. It's called the Visual Composer. It is $33. Now, y'all know me. I'm always about free as in the budget, right? But $33 is extremely minimal when it comes to the powerful punch that this plugin can give your website, the functionality it can bring, and it's all completely responsive, which is amazingly wonderful. Several themes here on ThemeForest actually include this valuable resource already inside of a theme. So if you're in the market for purchasing a theme, you might want to look for this as an added feature that you can actually get with a purchased theme. If you've already got a theme and you're up and running and you're thinking, yeah, but I really need to figure out how to do columns correctly, or I really want to figure out how to make some cool animation, the lazy load take place. Check this out. I'm going to walk you through a couple of things. You'll want to go ahead and purchase this plugin. I'm going to put the link down below to this page so you'll be able to get here. Once you do that, you're going to download it and it'll come in a zipped file like this. You're going to want to open it up, because inside of it, this is the actual file that you'll want to be installing into your website. So you just go to plugins and go ahead and click install and upload that plugin. Once it's active, anytime you go to a page or a post now, you're going to be able to have these options sitting here, back end, front end. So what we want to do, I've not built anything yet on this page, but what we want to do is go ahead and click to back end. Now it gives us some options here. It's now engaged this Visual Composer in my page and is going to allow me to go ahead and add some elements and start to build my page content. They do have some pretty typical structures here that you can just go ahead and click, kind of like templates, and you can go ahead and start building in these areas. But if you'd like to just code completely from scratch and kind of figure out what you want to do as you build the page, you can do that by either adding an element or adding a text block if you want to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and add a text block and let you see what happens. Immediately, this window opens up, kind of drops in here. You've got a bunch of different areas you can go, so I'm going to quickly walk you through what these do. This one allows you to grab a hold of it and drag it up and down. So if you want to move these elements and rearrange your page, it's literally done with a drag and drop environment. This particular icon allows you to very quickly set this particular block into what type of, column spacing you would like this to take up. So if you want it to be half the page, you can click that and it'll immediately set it to the left column. If you wanted it to be over here on the right, you would just drag it, you would drag this part, drag that over there. And now it's sitting in your right column. How crazy cool is that? A drag and drop, fantastic environment. If you'd want it to be kind of 2/3, 1/3, and so forth and so on. So you can play around with those different options. If you wanted to add something else to this column spacing, you would just click add and you go ahead and it would open up this window. And now you can just start to build and add blocks basically as you go through this whole incredible process of building a page. Well, let's say obviously I don't want I am a text block to be visible on my page. I actually want to put content in there. How do I get into this particular space? You'll notice as soon as you hover over, you get this pencil icon, which means edit. You get this two-page type of icon, which means clone this area. So if you'd created a space that you really liked and you just wanted to duplicate it, you can click that icon. It would produce that for you and you'd be able to move it to whatever space you would like that to be on. Or obviously the trash can would mean go ahead and remove this box. I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit mode, and obviously I get this cool little WYSIWYG environment now. The what you see is what you get, right? WYSIWYG, Visual Composer or text editor here. You can go in here and make all your changes. Oops, if we spelled correctly. All right, so now I've got my content. Of course, you can add images in here. You can do whatever you'd want in here, coding the regular way that you normally would inside of your normal text editor in WordPress. You can even add any sort of Rev Slider or any other plugins that you have. All of those icons would be here available for you to drop into this space. Pretty cool. You click Save Changes. Automatically it shows it reflected here. It's been changed, and now if I wanted to I could click Publish and see what my change looks like. But let's keep building. I'm not quite done yet. I want to show you some of the other cool elements this thing has. Look at all of these options. I want you to see what I did again. Hold on. All I did was, there's this empty space over here. This is my, I'm going to take this back to 50-50. This is my right column. I want to put something in this block. So what do I want to put here? I want to put a picture here. So I'm going to click, and now it opens up all the options inside of the Visual Composer that makes this such an amazingly powerful plugin. It's going to allow me to do all sorts of fun stuff. So let's say that I wanted to have a picture kind of fade in right there. So I'm going to start with an animation block, and it's going to tell me what do you want this block to do to whatever's inside of it. You can have it bounce, flash, pulse, shake, whatever, all sorts of fun stuff. I want a fade in effect. What do you want? Now notice right here, it just gave me a visual of what it's doing. So if I want to change this to bounce out left, you see, whoa, see it fly out? That's crazy. I want it just to fade in. Let's say fade in and down. That's nice. Fade in and left. That's nice. This is sitting on the right side. Let's have it fade in and right. There you go. So it looks like it's kind of flying in from the right side there. You can have the animation duration, so how long you want that to affect to last. And just really what you want to do is just read down through all of these different options. And I'm going to click Save Change. So now anything I put inside of this is going to be animated. How cool is that? So now I'm going to click, and now I'm going to add my picture. So I'm just going to do a search up here for image and see what my options are for adding an image. And here's one of the easiest ones. It's just a single image, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to click Add Image. It's going to open up and ask me what image would you like to add. So I'm going to go here to my really cool options for our trampoline park and click Set Image, and now it's got what image I want in there. Do we want any CSS added to it? What size image? And I'm going to say medium. And do we want it aligned? I'm going to say center align. And do we want it linked anywhere? No. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Change. So now you see I've got my image in there. Let's see what this is starting to look like on the front side of our website. As I click Preview, let's see what we've got. It should have our one line of code here, and look at this fade in here to the right. How nice is that? So my content, all of it, if I had, if I had a whole big long paragraph, I can have that sitting here on the left side, and then have a picture here on the right side. And of course, as we drag this all around, because it's responsive, look how it stacks perfectly. We don't have to worry about our website breaking in responsive mode because the Visual Composer is completely 100% responsive. Brilliant. You can just keep going. I mean, the options are endless in this plugin. If I wanted to add another row here, let's add something new. What else? I mean, goodness, we could do all sorts of fun stuff. They've got Pinterest options here where you can put your boards. They've got your Rev Slider, so we can throw in a Rev Slider. They've got a contact form, a Google Map if we wanted that there, a progress bar, a call to action, all sorts of image options. There's a countdown clock here you can put in, cool timeline, a list icon. That's kind of cool. Just really phenomenal plugin. Options are endless. I'm going to show you a page that I built with it earlier so you can get an idea really quickly. I'm going to go to our home page here. Check this out. As the whole website loads, watch what happens. So we've got this kind of playing and bouncing in. Watch as I scroll down the page. Watch the lazy load happen. That was lazy load there as the text just kind of fades in. Here are these guys spin. They all rotated and spun in. Look at these party packages happening. They kind of fly in. Those zoomed in. And then these guys hang loose. They kind of swing in and wiggle down low. So this is just a fun website. You don't necessarily need all of this animation taking place on your website, especially if you're more of a corporate look, right? But I just wanted you to see the power of what a Visual Composer can actually do. And again, fully responsive. So these three columns right here, once they get on a cell phone, single column environment, look at this, how they stack beautifully right up perfect. Now, of course, you do already have to have a responsive website. This doesn't turn your website responsive. But if your theme is already responsive, you obviously want your content, no matter what you're doing with your columns or your content page structure, you always want that to ebb and flow as well. And sometimes if you've tried it in the past, you want to put things in there, you think, oh, that's going to look great. But when you get on your cell phone mode, you realize, poop, that does not look great. Well, this is a plugin to guarantee that it's always going to stack correctly and look phenomenal. So highly recommend these guys. I am not an affiliate marketer. I don't get any percentage of the sales if you guys go over and purchase this right now. But I also let you know that there are other add-ons. Like this plugin has even more add-ons. So you can go purchase another set of add-ons for like 17 bucks. And all of a sudden you've got even more options in there. It's kind of option overload. But if you walk through it step by step, pay attention to what each one could possibly do for you, you could really potentially build a beautiful, beautiful responsive website without ever having to write one bit of nerd code. I hope this helps y'all. If you have any questions on your WordPress website, would you consider giving me a tweet at WebTegrity? I'll put the information in the description box below, or always shoot us an email over on wpwed.com, which is WordPress Wednesday. I'll put that link below as well. Look forward to seeing y'all next WordPress Wednesday. Bye, y'all.